Hello, my name is Maxximone McGlothian and I am a rising senior at Middle College High School. From a very young age, I have had a strong interest in science and making things work. So when I began high school, I was very drawn to biology and chemistry. Chemistry happens to be my favorite science subject possibly. So I took it for another year as a college course, and I think that really exposed me to, or at least contributed to, my interest in engineering. Initially, I wanted to be a doctor or a surgeon to help people, and fetal surgery intrigued me the most, not only because of what they did, but how they did it. The first fetal surgery I watched when I began to explore the field was a fetoscopic open neural tube defect repair. It's very wordy, but basically what interested me the most was that a fetoscope was placed through a port and inserted in the uterus. Fetal anesthesia was also inserted through this port. So with this, the baby was seen and operated on without even opening the uterus and disturbing its growth. So then the questions came. It was, who made this? Why did they make it? How did they make it? What research went into making this? And how has this affected medicine? How could it affect more people? So this technology, I found, was a product of outstanding biomedical engineers, and that was very significant to me. That made me want to know what they were doing and how engineers worked with surgeons and people in medicine to create all this. One of my first choices for an engineering school is, of course, the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, UTK. And this is because they really gave me their introduction to biomedical engineering when someone came to my school and spoke about engineering. I didn't really know much about what it was as well, or at least the fields in it. So that really helped guide me. It even guided me to this program. Engineering plays a major role at the school, and it has many options for diverse students. It even has an Office of Diversity, which is very important to me. The next option was the Georgia Institute of Technology, Georgia Tech. It is a very strong college of engineering, and it has extensive biomedical engineering research in cancer, cardiology, neurology, and so much more, which is the exact major I want to have and the exact field I want to go into. So that's really important. And it also has partnerships with numerous facilities, such as the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta and the Georgia Clinical and Translational Science Alliance, which aligns almost completely with the career I plan to pursue. Lastly, my third choice is Vanderbilt University, because it has direct ties to medicine and is at the center of health in Nashville. So its engineering program is going to be directly connected with all these fields in medicine that I want to work with. As I mentioned before, in a career, I want to work closely with research and clinical care. So that would start with me majoring in biomedical engineering, completing a MD PhD program in which I go to med school for 2 years, get my PhD in clinical research, and finish the last 2 years of medical school. So this is a very long, challenging path, but I believe that the extensive study and knowledge will give me a more fulfilling career. So I am not completely sure of an exact title of a career that I want, but I will have a research-oriented career with a background in engineering and physician care. I definitely want to work in the field of fetal research because there's so much more to learn and discover about the subject, and it has always interested me. Also, I feel I could contribute so much knowledge to that subject through the studies I endure. I will gain so much from participating in the HITES program. I feel that it will be beneficial to my education in engineering, and that is because I have only been introduced to it by my own methods of studies. I feel like I've only scratched the surface, and I know that this program could help me learn so much more and maybe put me on a better path towards my further career. Also, I have met very few people who want to go into biomedical engineering, even at conferences, and even fewer people with my same drive for research. So it would be very helpful for me to be surrounded by like-minded peers and hopefully influenced by them, as well as other adults working in the facilities. Thank you for taking the time to consider me for this program, and I hope that we can continue this conversation this summer.